Hey YouTube, this is Donald, and today we're going to play a game called Duck Hunt. Now, I don't have the cartridge itself, but I do have a 3-in-1 cartridge that contains the game, and other games like Super Mario Bros. 2 and Duck Hunt and World Class Track Meet. I'll show you. Hold on. This is the cartridge I have for Duck Hunt, so let's just pop this game in. So let's pop this game in and see what it has to offer. Obviously, we're going to select Duck Hunt. Hold on, let me adjust the camera. This game has a copyright date of 1984. So, Duck Hunt is originally one of the best... Oh, sorry. Hold on. So now Duck Hunt is debatably one of the best light gun shooters of all time for the NES. It was originally made by Nintendo and Company in 1984, so the game was released originally for the Famicom in 1984, and in 1985 found its way in North America on the NES in 1985. So let's just play game A as usual. There's also clay shooting where you can shoot clay instead of ducks. Let's turn up the volume a little so you can hear the game better. Oh, and as you can see, you need the NES zapper for this game. So note, this game will still work, but you need an... Sorry about that. Anyway, you'll need a old school TV for yourself to be able to make the game playable for the zapper. No HD TVs will work on this. You need an old school tube TV for this to work. But anyway, obviously in one duck game A, you shoot one duck per round. You shoot one duck per hit in each round. In each round you shoot about like 10 ducks, and each one will come out and you have to shoot it before it flies away. You only get 3 shots before it flies away. If you miss 3 shots, it'll fly away. But if you manage to shoot the duck, you'll get some random amount of points. And the game's high score is easily beatable. Anyway, the light gun I have is gray, but there's also an orange one available. But I'll talk about that in the review of the NES Zapper soon, for like another time. This game is identical to the Famicom cartridge version. Just like Excite Bike. Except this game doesn't really save data. It keeps track of your score, which really helps since this game isn't meant to save data. It's part of the Light Gun series, by the way. Oh, and if you miss a duck, that dog will come out. If the duck flies away, the dog will come out and laugh at you. But if you manage to get a hit and the duck hits the ground, the dog will show you the duck that it finds out of the ground. as you can see, anytime you hit a bullseye with the duck, the dog shows you the duck that you shot. Well, anyway, you don't really need to pull the trigger all the way. You just gotta tap it a little. But my zapper seems to work just fine. I was lucky to have this TV and have the light gun for it to work. 'Cause I'm more used to using light guns than dragging the crosshair with a D-pad to shoot stuff with, which is kind of annoying because sometimes crosshairs move a bit too slow, and you need a trackball for that. But unfortunately, trackballs are outdated in this time of year in the mid-'80s, many years after the video game crash. Oh, and I missed. I'm on round 5, by the way. Oop, I missed one. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen. Oh, and if you get several misses, the game is over. Oh, and in order to pause this game, there's no pause button on the zapper itself. So you need to plug in the controller into controller port 1 and press the start button to pause it, like that. And I kind of like how they show the pause sign on the game whenever the game is paused, so that way it lets you know if it's paused, which is pretty awesome. Oh, and it makes that sound effect whenever you pause it or unpause it. But anyway, in conclusion, this game is an easy game to pick up for dirt cheap. Just make sure it works. Oh, and note, you're also going to need an old school TV and the zapper for the game to work. The game will still work, but it won't be able to get the response out of the zapper from an HD TV. You need an old school TV for this to work, for the game to be playable. Otherwise, if you play this on an HD TV, trust me, it'll be unplayable. But anyway, but it's still a game you still might want to try out if you have an old school TV that works. But anyway, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and like the video, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. This is me, signing off.